specified under the ADA as medical equipment, so I would have to like tell her, like just as the same as being in a wheelchair, I have to tell someone about my disability. Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a video that everyone has been requesting, and it is, do I bring Peanut to school, and do I bring him to attend me to someone else's house? So the questions that I usually get asked are, does Peanut attend school with me, and do I bring Peanut when I'm going to someone's house to hang out or overnight or just in general to other people's houses? So the answer to both of those questions is no. I do not bring Peanut to anyone's house, nor do I bring Peanut to school. So I used to bring Peanut to someone's house, not that often, and it was when he was like maybe a month old, and it was just to visit people. That was the only time I brought him to someone's house. And then to school, I have not brought him to school because he's not fully trained yet he's not trained enough to my liking for him to be able to go to school with me. I do hopefully want him to attend junior college with me and college with me. One, because he will be about like a year old maybe around that time that I would be going to junior college, and he would also be much more mannered and have more experience until like he doesn't have a lot of experience. So Peanut does have experience going to public places, but recently he has not been able to go anywhere due to his kidney problems, and I'll tell you about it in the description below. But long story short, he cannot really come in contact with other dogs nor go to public places yet, because we need to make sure that his kidneys are fully healed and they can go to anything else and get him fully protected against anything that he can catch from any animal, any person. Like, we're just gonna keep it to a minimum right now in public with me. This is why I'm not doing so many vlogs, because we have nothing to vlog except me going to the lecture next week and a couple of outings. Like, other than that, he can't come with me, so I haven't been vlogging, and vlogging is something that I want to do, so I have to just wait for him to get better. So I don't bring him to school because of that reason, or I used to not bring him to school. I transferred from a area school, like an area school I guess, to a more private therapeutic setting school, and I had the option to bring Peanut to both, obviously, but they asked if I wanted to bring him to the therapeutic school, and I said no, because all I was doing in that time of my school year was just sitting at a computer all day and working and just typing things out and doing online courses, and I don't feel like that would have been fair to him to make him sit and downstay for that long and to not be able to do anything. Like, we wouldn't have breaks or anything. We would change a room once during lunch, and then other than that, he would be in the same room as me, which is throughout the day the same exact small room, and I don't think that would be fair for him. He wouldn't get any roaming time. He wouldn't get to roam to different classes. I mean, it would just be in the same room, and it's pretty small, and it could get boring, and I didn't feel like having that hassle. Another thing with school is that I don't have many opportunities to go outside, to bring him outside. I really wasn't allowed to go outside at the therapeutic school. We didn't do that there, so I wouldn't even be able to go through a courtyard. Like my old school, I could go through a courtyard if I brought Peanut there, but this new school, I just could not leave the building like whatsoever during the day. So that is another complication with that. In the future, I definitely want to bring him to college, like I said, because it's just a different, college is so much different than high school, and I will have so many opportunities to take him out, and I won't be there for like 8 hours a day. Like, I will be there for a couple hours, go drive, and then do online classes. So I probably most likely will bring him then, if I feel he is ready enough, because we have had such a long period where he hasn't been doing public access training. We have been doing our training at home, but public access training is super important for obviously a service dog's career, and that is something that he needs more of. He has gotten a lot of it, but like I don't feel personally that he has enough to be going in public with me right now, along with another thing that me and Daniel, my therapist, have discussed was if I do go to a 4-year college, that I will get a separate dorm room. There are many other YouTubers that film their college life with a service dog, and I plan to be doing that too, but I just think that community college would be the best for a little bit, just to make sure that I am getting settled at home, because I just got home from my residential and I just need some time to like do that before I can go. And once I go, I will bring him with me, obviously, and we will have the single dorm and have multiple opportunities to take him out and give him all his needs. So the next question that I get asked was if I bring Peanut to other people's houses. So on occasion I would bring him to someone's house just for like little visits, and then I would drive back to my house and drop him off because he was a puppy. But again, because of the kidney issue, I can't really bring him out because I don't know if other animals will be there or other dogs, and I don't want him to get sick again, because it's taking 2 months of non-public access working time to keep him healthy, and I don't want to extend that even more because he needs that training, and I feel like that's super important and we're missing crucial training time. But I just feel like asking someone to bring my dog would be such a hassle. I mean, I could change in the next year or so and I could feel more comfortable asking, or whoever's house I'm going to, it depends, like if I feel comfortable asking or if I even feel I need him, because I most definitely do not need Peanut 24/7. My mental illness has gotten much better, and I feel like if I can go out now without Peanut for short amounts of time, then I can definitely go to someone's house where I know I'm going to be safe and there's not going to be any crowds or any pressure. Then I can definitely go there on my own. Along with that, the pressure of asking someone, can I bring my service dog, is just too much at the moment for me to handle. Even if he could go out, I would feel very awkward on asking. Again, it depends on how close I am with the person whose house I'm going over to. If it's a residential person's house, then I could just be like, hey, I feel like I need Peanut with me, can I bring him? And then that's all I would do. Or usually people will ask to see him and then I will bring him over. But recently I haven't, and even if I had the choice to, I would not. Because it's just, again, the hassle of asking and the awkwardness of asking sometimes is a little too much for me to handle at this point. I've had him for a while, but it's still weird to get used to having to ask, can I bring my service dog with me, because I feel like I need him today, or asking, hey, if we're hanging out, can I bring him to the beach or whatever. Like, I shouldn't have to ask someone that question, but if I'm going into their home, obviously I'm going to ask before entering. But today, for example, I went to a internship interview, and the lady has a service animal herself, and it was super easy to talk to her about it. When she opened the door, I had mentioned in my email application that I do carry a service dog. because he's required, or he's he is specified under the ADA as medical equipment, so I would have to like tell her, like, just as the same as being in a wheelchair, I have to tell someone about my disability. So I told her that, and I didn't even think about it this morning, but when I got to her home, she cracked open the door and asked me, "Is your service dog here? I'll put my dogs downstairs." And that automatically was the most respectful response I could ask for. I haven't had an encounter be that peaceful, because I didn't know what it was going to be like, and I didn't even think to tell her that I wasn't bringing him. So she was very polite about it, and it was one of the first experiences that I had with someone that I feel like they put my needs first, and they felt comfortable saying, "I can put my dogs downstairs if your dog comes." And it's weird because I'm still not used to being asked about him, because he's 8 months and I've had him for 8 months, and it's really weird because I'm trying to get used to being like, "Oh, I have a service dog, like he can come with me," and now I don't have to battle things alone, and now I have to ask people. Like, it's kind of still blowing my mind at this. She asked me, and we got in. She told me that she has a service animal. She has a miniature horse as a service animal, which I think is amazing. That is so cool. What I'm going to be doing is working with horses, so you'll definitely see more of that. I will be training horses. You'll see more videos like that, but in the meantime, I told her, yes, I would love to bring Peanut once he gets better. Thank you for letting me. I mean, she's legally obligated to like let him come, but the fact that she made it kind of personal and was saying like, "Oh, don't worry, I get asked the same questions," made me feel super positive and super like confident in my ability to say and talk about Peanut. Like, usually I would be kind of shy to say, you know, I kind of need my service dog with me, but now it's more of a thing that was like, I feel like someone understands what I have to go through. She's saying that she would have to ask someone also. It was really cool to meet someone who also has a service animal, because I don't have anyone I know here in the state that I live in who has a service animal, and I don't see any of them when I go out, so I could be the only one. But now I know that I have someone with me that can share the struggle and share the amazing times with. But with that, he can come to me to work, and I'm so excited for that, because I'm going to be working with a barn and with horses, so he gets free range, and I bet he will love it so much. She has dogs too, so he can hang out with them while I work, putting them downstairs on the side when I'm working in the arena with horses. I'm so excited. She was so polite. I get to run wherever I want. I'm really going to tangent on the little job that I have, but really, I'm so happy about it. So I like have to talk about it because it just happened today, and I'm really excited. I do not go to family members' houses. I don't have any family members that I am close to bring him to their houses. We kind of separated, which is kind of unfortunate because I miss having family time, but I wouldn't even feel comfortable doing that because I'm not even close to them anymore, which sucks. But so that is another thing. Another point I wanted to make is my grandma is in a Alzheimer's and dementia facility and assisted living home, and it is so nice there. The workers are very nice to Peanut, and they know to leave him alone when he is working, which I respect so much, because that is huge, because usually people are like wanting to see him and wanting to touch him, but I think that because they work in that type of facility, they know that they shouldn't be asking any questions, they shouldn't be staring, they shouldn't be like trying to touch him or anything, which is really, really good in my opinion, and I really, really like that and respect them for that. Another thing, with going to my grandma, there are multiple people that live there with her, obviously. Like, they're in a little, like, mental health facility, dementia, Alzheimer's facility, so there are multiple rooms and multiple people out all the time, and they're so kind to him. I let him go up and greet them because obviously a dog coming into the area is really rewarding for them, and they like to see that, and they like to interact with dogs and other animals because they don't get to have their pets there. Some of them don't, but recently a dog has been there, so like the staff even takes care of that dog for me. The dog is not well trained, she's old, she's kind of hyper, she jumps on everyone, she bites people, and when Peanut comes in, she just like separates them, and I'm really happy for that and lucky for that. But yeah, I do bring him there, and I do let him have free range in the yard because it is fenced in, and it has a lock on the gate, like a pin pad on the gate, so there's no way that he can get out and no one's coming in. So I do let him wander around there. But inside, we still remain with our work, and we still remain training and doing all of that kind of thing. So recently, someone has asked me, what am I going to do when I have a boyfriend, or am I going to bring him to my boyfriend's house? Previously I did, and that was when he was just visiting, when Peanut was just visiting his family and my boyfriend's family and all of that, and they were really supportive in my decision to getting Peanut, and they were saying he's welcome anytime. It was very nice, but I recently, with my new boyfriend, we're not going to his house where he's coming here, so there's less stress to like asking to bring him. I don't think that I would bring him for a long time. One, because we aren't planning to go to his house anytime soon, and two, I need to get to know the family, and I need to be able to feel comfortable, and I feel like I would be intruding if I did bring Peanut. You know, they have their own dog, they have their own pets, and I'm not that close, and we haven't been dating for that long, so I don't think that I would feel comfortable enough to say, hey, I'm kind of having a rough day, can I bring Peanut? And like, I don't even know, because I haven't even been over there at all, like never, so I'm not really sure of the atmosphere too, if that would be a good atmosphere for Peanut. And I gotta also put his needs in, like, I need to put his needs first also, because if I feel he cannot focus and he wouldn't be able to work there, then I'm not gonna bring him anywhere that I feel like it's unsafe or too new for him, too fast, because also he hasn't even gotten used to my boyfriend, so like, I can't even imagine trying to bring him to someone's house that he's still in training, he doesn't know these people, just met the guy, like, it's too much to handle. So with that being said, I probably won't for a while, and if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Like I said, my mental health has been so much better recently, and I'm so happy to say that, because it's been stable for as long as it's been stable its longest right now, more than ever, and I feel like I don't really necessarily need to bring him to my boyfriend's house if I go, because he knows about my mental health, and he knows about what to do, and I've told him what to do, so I don't feel like I need to even bring Peanut. And when we're even hanging out, I leave Peanut downstairs because he can entertain himself. He's just a working dog, he needs some rest sometimes, so I just kind of let him hang out downstairs while we're up here doing whatever. So I hope this video was helpful for those who wanted it and requested it. I hope that if you have a service animal, you kind of got something out of this. I'm not really sure how helpful it would be, but it was just kind of my advice or my, the way that I view things and my opinions and what I do on a daily basis regarding those two subjects. But feel free to comment down below if you have any more video ideas or questions. I would be happy to answer them. And stay tuned for the next video, which is going to be Peanut story time. Bye.